Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. A first carry now for Thompson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, 83 yards, and the Jags have taken the early lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 14-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Jefferson.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Cousins again. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here comes Westbrook. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
4-yard pickup. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down. Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
We've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Vikings 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. He's got it complete to Thompson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Jaguars 14, Vikings 7.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run. Robinson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll run here with Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Kaepernick going to throw. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On first down, Robinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
On third down, it's Robinson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
A quick throw by Kaepernick, complete.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Complete to DJ Chark.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
On the option, it'll be Kaepernick.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Colin Kaepernick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Jacksonville.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On play action, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A second down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll buy some. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Jaguars 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Thompson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. Rolling to his right. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they want to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
First down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Vikings.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And now the Jags defense deciding to call it time.